In 34, love it. This is a very special segment we bring to you every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we like to highlight fellow Malaysians from different walks of life who've got some extraordinary talent. And sometimes they decide to put whatever they've studied or whatever they thought they were good at and then put it all aside and just jump and do something completely different and then become superstars. So joining us in the studio today, I know it's a little too late to talk about breakfast, but you know, it's never too late. It's always good to have a bowl of cereal any time of the day for a fact, but today we're talking about English muffins and sausage, and I've got this handsome young gentleman in the studio. Why lah?
Starting me off like that.
Of course, lah. Dyitesh, hello, my dear friend. Brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Your hair is looking really sharp. I saved that comment for till we went live.
Ayyo. No, the compliment is supposed to come from me to you, not the other way around.
Well,
because
I
if
played
it does,
the sport as well.
If it happens, then
I'm not going to get in the court with you for sure. But
this is in 34 about you, okay, not me. But listen,
everyone's got to know about the beard,
The beard, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's okay.
Gesturing to that.
Oh yeah, you're talking to the camera.
See that?
Well done. So, is this the first time being on live national radio?
Yes, it is.
Really, yeah?
I've been interviewed by a couple of news articles and stuff like that.
Right. You have write-ups online and publications, yes, but radio first time?
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us the honors to be the first to have you on national radio, man.
Such a pleasure to be here with you, Double T.
You don't. So
anyway, legendary.
Legendary, huh?
Oh.
The legendary is someone else. Someone told me that legendary would refer to someone who's gone. So you should refer to the person as a living legend.
Oh, my bad.
You know who told me this? Abang Saiful Apek, national local comedian. He is a living legend.
He is a living legend.
But today you are here to talk about your special talent. We'll talk about how it all began and all that. But you, my dear friend, how long have you been in the F&B industry?
F&B industry about 10 plus years, 10, 11,
And prior to that, what were you doing?
Studying.
What were you studying for?
Prior to that, I was basically in school. And then the highest education level that I reached was I got my degree.
Okay.
And I got it in mass communications.
Mass comm? And then you decided to embark on food and beverage. Why?
I had already been in food and beverage before all of this education happened.
Okay, so while you were in school,
I did work, and then when I was in college and I was full-time doing my degree, I was also full-time working.
Wow, well done. And then from that point on, you decided this is your calling. And why did you even continue to pursue your mass comm when you felt some form of connection with the food and beverage industry?
To be honest, it was to acquire that piece of paper, as some kind of contingency. Because not even at that time...
This is a typical Malaysian thing, right? Just get a piece of paper.
Perhaps. But I will say that at that time, I wasn't super sure about what I was going to do. So acquiring a degree didn't seem like such a bad idea.
Okay. So here you are sitting across the table from me to talk about this awesome breakfast that you create from scratch. It's Omar Beaming.
OMG, I'm beaming. Just beaming.
Oh, yeah, the beaming. So what is this? A friend of mine, thanks to social media, that's how I discovered you. I found out, what is this? I love food. And my late dad and my mom said, it's okay, when you want to order something, always have extra. Never order short, because if you don't have it, then you'll be deprived. Extra is always good. That's why when I discovered about you, I decided to go all the way, and why is one person ordering 5? So how did this journey, now being a Malaysian, you wanted to embark on this breakfasting? Why English muffins and sausages, not roti canai, cheese, or something? Everything's got cheese in it these days, right?
That's correct. So when I decided that I wanted to do my own thing, start a small business, I did consider a few options. Among them being roadside fresh donuts. But I quickly scrapped that idea because of I cannot sell it as a high ticket item. I need to invest in large deep fryers, and I would also need to compete with the other roadside donuts that we already have. Traditional kueh.
Yes, that's the donut I love.
Correct. Yeah.
I love that.
I don't want you to have these conflictions. So that's why I didn't do that. No. So I thought about a different thing, and what I wanted it to be something that I could serve in the morning. Primarily, I worked in the coffee industry, and so I wanted perhaps something that could pair well with coffee, just because I'm super familiar with it. And then I thought about this breakfast burger thing, sandwiches and burgers is something that everybody can kind of like and enjoy.
But that's not a Malaysian thing.
Yeah, perhaps not, but like the idea of a roadside burger reminds me of Ramly and Otai and all these type of people, and that is seems like a Malaysian thing to me.
Yes, it
And
is
not that I was trying to go for a Malaysian thing specifically, you know. I was trying to make something that I enjoyed eating that and people perhaps didn't really have. I was specifically thinking about my housing area in Puchong Jaya,
Okay.
and whether or not there was anyone who was serving like hot, fresh breakfast that was burger-ish in the morning, and there's nobody, you know, like that's not really a thing.
Of course, it's not. Definitely,
But it is a
Malaysian-
thing in some other like local popular fast food brands,
Right, okay.
well, international fast food brands or whatever,
Okay.
you know. And so I use those as inspirations in terms of like trying to create what I wanted in terms of using those same elements, like
Okay.
using an English muffin and using like a chicken sausage patty. Yeah, that specific chicken sausage patty, not just a patty.
Okay.
Chicken sausage.
So chicken sausage patty, just not a patty. I like that how you put these things together. So initially, when it all began, how did you go source for your raw material, raw stuff, and did you just go buy off a pack of sausages and then you put them in a blender? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. How did it all begin? How did it all start?
So one thing that
your
I've been
research, your R&D.
Okay, one thing that I started with, which was like a mindset, was basically that I didn't want to serve something to people that they could easily get, like something that you could buy off a shelf, even if it was like specific burger buns that you could buy off a shelf.
Like you're referring to the 24-hour store when you go to Thailand. That's heaven.
Yes, it is. I mean,
Pop in the microwave, you're done.
correct. It is delicious, and I can go on about that. Boy goys, yeah. It's delicious. But yeah, in terms of what we get and in terms of starting a business, when you start a business, you have options to go through suppliers. And when you do that, you also kind of, what you're going to serve is more can be anticipated better. Or perhaps you can get it somewhere else too. And that's not what I wanted to do. The reason why I would think people would want to buy a breakfast burger from me is because it's special, because it was made from scratch. Yeah, so to answer that question, how I sourced it was I basically learned how to bake and learned how to make sausage patties, and I bought all the raw ingredients for everything. So like bread flour, yeast, milk, sugar, eggs.
I've read one of your articles that you said that you actually watched tons and tons of YouTube videos to perfect the recipe and to learn the craft itself. At what age did you start this again? I never
What
asked.
age did I start this?
I'm not
I
gonna
think I
put
was 20.
20.
Wait, no way. No way.
Guys, whoever's watching us live on TikTok, on also Facebook Live, and also Instagram,
2024.
YouTube, 2024.
Yeah.
Okay, you
I
do the
know it's
math.
Like,
Okay.
probably like 27. Yeah.
Okay,
that's a
so
better estimate, 27.
when you started this, I'm sure you had a chat with your friends or someone like, hey, listen, guys, I want to do this. And what was their feedback, their initial feedback? Were they supportive, or did they say like, you know what, I think you're out of your mind? Why do you want to go do something like this? You're better off doing like what you said, a roadside burger stall or nasi lemak stall, something which can relate and resonate with Malaysians. This is bro. What is this, bro? Yeah.
Before I answer that, I would say like even opening a roadside nasi lemak stall is not any easier. It's definitely still pretty difficult. It's just the concept of taking on your own business, right?
Yes.
And yeah, and I would say there was 0% restriction from anyone that I shared this with initially. Everybody was extremely encouraging. The first person I shared it with was my mom, and she was super encouraging, you know, with me wanting to attempt this new thing and like my own thing completely. Like she was extremely encouraging. Yeah.
Do you come from a full-on Indian household where you get your Indian meals 24/7?
Yeah, pretty much. My mom is a mixture. She's Punjabi, Pakistani, and she cooks basically Chinese food, Punjabi food, Indian food, like all throughout the house.
And
All
never
my
did-
life, I was privileged enough to eat my mom's food.
Lovely. And how did this English muffin thing? So you decided to like do different, something which is not easily accessible, something not you can just snap a finger, you can get. So the challenges that you have faced from the time you started your journey.
Okay, so to kick things off, I acquired all my resource slowly as the business grew, and I used my salary working in F&B as a barista, part-time or full-time, whether or not that time, to slowly acquire the equipment. So that is a bit of a challenge, but also at the same time, it's a great learning curve to slowly acquire your assets and treat them as if it's valuable, you know, instead of like, oh, I got an investor and boom, I got all the equipment. So that was one of a challenge, but it was also a good thing. And also doing it alone, basically.
Yes. Now that was why I was leading this to you, one-man show. And why didn't you get anyone to jump on board to give you a helping hand? Or why did you say, you know what, I want to do this on my own? Was it from the business aspect that you say like, I want to make my own decisions. I do not want to have anyone else having different ideas, and then we have to have disputes and then go our separate ways. What was the reason?
Overarchingly, I would say that me wanting to start my own business stems from me just wanting to work alone. I feel it's quite difficult to find colleagues that you can work with really well and they know how to have a good time but also take their work seriously. I'm not saying that I'm super perfect and like everybody that I worked with are inferior in comparison to me, but I would say finding that fine line, and especially to start a business with, is quite difficult. And so I've always felt that if I would ever do something, I would do it myself and I could, end my life in that little shop.
In that,
yeah.
that little shop. Now, do you have a physical shop?
I currently don't.
Okay.
But I have it. I have one in the works, basically.
So when it all started, how did you begin? Just through social media?
Yes, correct. The first thing that I created was that Instagram handle, OMG I'm Beaming. And I basically sold some to my auntie, some to my really close friends who were along the journey and huge inspirations to me creating this business and all of the progressions that I've made. My mom, my sister, the works like, everyone in the tight circle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there on, haven't you decided like I need to have one spot where everyone can come look for me and get my stuff?
Yes, for a little while it was my mom's house. Yeah. Which is where everything went down. All of the baking, all of the prep went down in my mom's kitchen.
In your mom's kitchen?
Yep, all that saki-baki down the pipes, yes.
Did she have anything to do with it? They said, hey, you're doing it wrongly. No, you're supposed to mix this and that. No, did she get involved? Or she said, you know what, you go do your own.
My mom was extremely involved. Yes. As in, like, she put a lot of physical labor into helping me as well, Okay. She washed a lot of the dishes. She helped me shape the patties, like these little things, and she has always been part of the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you still don't own a physical shop. You just, as I've read your articles and seen you suddenly you are in Penang, you are at festivals, people invite you to have little stalls to just to spread your business and to your product, and it's always limited while stocks last. You don't do like 24 hours or 7 hours. Come. No. When you have it done. But why not a physical store? And why do you do this whole pop-up concept? Is it something easy or is it a millennial thing?
I would say there are definitely pros to doing a pop-up thing, but I'll talk about that later. Why I decided to do this is because acquiring a physical space is not that easy. And I'm very wary of the risks. I could take a business loan that would cause me to pay 2K rent on an establishment, but the longevity of this is so risky. The fact that perhaps there will be 1 month where I cannot afford rent, then what am I going to do? I don't have a rich uncle that could bail me out. You know what I'm saying?
Go on.
Yeah, so
maybe your sister could bail you out.
I'm sure. I do not doubt Danny Kumari's capabilities at any point.
I did not
ever in my life.
Why you could do that?
I shouldn't have her.
No, it's all about you today, Dyitesh.
It's hard not to share this really bright spotlight. Also about the pop-ups, I would say that not having a physical space or having a physical space is a huge privilege. Even my previous encounter with a physical space was not in a traditional sense where I had to pay rent. There was more of like a sharing concept going on. They had a space, I used the space, that was that. And then and after that, I still wanted to keep the business alive, of course, but I had a taste of serving physical store stuff and like being in front of people.
Sitting down.
Yeah, interacting with them at the same time. And there was also a lot of space for a business like mine. There were a lot of food establishments that only serve drinks, like a random cafe or whatever, but they might have had a kitchen space or an outdoor area that I could set my portable setup in, And initially, I was looking out for a lot of these events. I would go and find like in
any lifestyle events,
correct.
any bazaars,
that's
weekend
right.
events.
And eventually, people would just reach out to me. Establishments would know that I have this service that I could provide for them that would not only bring customers into their shop, but also give their existing customers some food options. And doing it alone is also a lot easier because I can answer all the questions.
How do you unload stuff? How do you set up? How do you move things?
I don't know if the cameras can...
Really? What guns are those? I don't see no guns.
That's right. Illegal. No weapons allowed in the studio.
Exactly. No weapons allowed.
Heart and soul. Yeah.
So you do everything from scratch, right, Dyitesh? From scratch. So you go out there, get your chicken, get your meat, and the buns you...
make them from scratch. I tried to say something exciting, but I couldn't. But I make them from scratch.
You do know we are national radio, right? So you might put your job and my job all at risk, but it's okay.
That's okay. The filter has been set. Okay, I shouldn't say that.
I like that. Filter has been set. Not many people do that. So, anyways, it's your first time on radio, anyways.
Correct. Yeah.
So you bake your own bread.
So I'm allowed some allowances.
No, nothing.
No.
Oh. But you bake your own bread, and the only thing that you don't get, you probably buy your own cheese.
Actually, yes, I buy my own cheese. Yeah.
Macha, you see, you have a cow behind your house, you're milking it and churning your
But
own
I'll
cheese.
tell you about the eggs, though. Yeah, I buy them from the shop as well. It's getting old.
Because if you want to get some fresh eggs and fresh chicken, just to let you know, you can get in touch with one of our good friends here, you know.
Oh, yeah? It is a real thing.
I will let you know who it is, but yeah. So everything's from scratch. Nothing is bought off. Nothing is not manufactured. What's the word I'm looking for again? A process.
Commercial.
And commercial. A process outdoors. You buy them in bulk. Everything's made in-house. So the freshness of your food is always guaranteed to be the freshest.
And that's also why we sell early. That's why I make them in small batches.
That's the reason why Double D always misses out on orders, because
bersabar lah, yeah.
he's always fast asleep when you are operating. And then, you know what, we're going to take a short break and come back after the news at 4 o'clock with Dyitesh, who is started his own business selling English muffin sausages. Stick around for that. TRAXXfm. Okay, we ran out of time. We are still streaming. Are we still streaming, Anna?
Yes, we are.
We are? Is this... Sorry, guys. Sorry, I cannot read your messages. Your camera's on. Is our... Unless news thing still on?
Yeah.
You brought it down already? Not yet?
Not yet.
So this is... Where's news? This one here. Dead Sea. This one news. Okay, bring down... Correct?
Yeah.
I panic. Okay, done. So what I just did was... Bring down fader. Okay, now... Did I overrun by 20 seconds? I'm going to put in 34 after that, okay? Oh, my phone is here.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay, let's scroll up. Who's this? What is this? I'm such a fan of whom? Of your brother, Danny? Huh? Who are you talking about? Hi, Dyitesh. Okay, yeah. Akka. Sorry, I scrolled up. MC Protege, Double D, what's up, love? That was great, guys. Danny, we're not done. See you, Akka. We're not done. We're going to come back after the news.
Premature.
Premature. Both of you. I'm a fan of both of you. Ayo!
Want that triple D experience? Yeah.
Should I just
I'm not allowed to say that.
Triple D experience. I saw your post.
Yeah.
Yes, you said that it's Double D and Dyitesh. That makes it
Done
triple D.
before? No.
No.
No. Has anyone said triple D?
No.
Someone? No.
Because do we have anyone with name D?
I feel like that's right there on the
Previously,
table.
yes.
Siapa?
Diana.
Not DJ.
Then?
Guess.
Guess no. Guess no.
So officially it's Triple D. I'm waiting. What? Should we play a sister song or is that just too cheesy? You know, should we? Should we?
Do we really want to go down?
Can you like chicka add a remix like in between like Double D in the house?
No. It's like we play Danny Kumari's track right after they say bye bye.
Sure
I
lah,
didn't want to
sure.
mention her
Why
at all
not?
because it's all about you today.
Why not? Ayo,
Because
it's
she gets
okay.
all the highlight, spotlight,
Ah.
everything all the time. She's everywhere. She's amazing. She gets on stage, she kills it, and then she leaves everyone in awe. And then she's the humbler of all people. And then I decided to bump into you, and you're like, "This is my brother." That's how he shocked me. I didn't know.
Hanging out with the right crowd lah.
Check out.
Do
Danny,
you guys have any other siblings?
No.
please don't. But it's to say, please don't play her music. Because I think I irritate her when I keep saying, "Where's your new stuff? We need new stuff. Where's new stuff? Where's your new stuff?"
Me-
Okay, hang on, guys.
Actually, what new stuff?
Hang on. Okay, we got the news coming up in exactly 1, 2, 3, 4 in 7 seconds. Hang on. We'll do the news first. He will do the news first.
Oh.
I just gotta bring him on. Come on, Kevin.
Salam Malaysia Madani, Kevin Francis with the news at 4. Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim today gave assurances to immediately resolve any matter agreed between the federal government and Sabah as contained in the Malaysia Agreement 1963. Without wanting any more delays, he said Deputy Prime Minister Sri Fadilah Yusof had been instructed to chair the MA63 Action Council as a platform to resolve the matter.
Yo!
The Ministry of Education announced that the book vouchers will be available through the Deliver application starting from 2 p.m. today. It informed that all affected students can start accessing the application for this purpose. The Prime Minister's Department for Religious Affairs has yet to receive any official reports regarding several Malaysians stranded in Makkah after allegedly being scammed by a travel agency that promised to secure their Hajj visas. Minister Dr. Muhammad Aim Mokhtar said his department was informed that the status of the stranded individuals remain unchanged and they have not yet lodged a complaint with Lembaga Tabung Haji to seek assistance to return home. In world news, Israeli forces on Friday struck targets across the Gaza Strip, with witnesses reporting air raids around Rafah, the latest focus of the war. Medical sources at a hospital in Deir al-Bala and the Nusrat refugee camp reported that strikes on two separate locations killed 11 people overnight. Millions of Mexicans are expected to vote for their first woman president in a landmark election Sunday, following a long and sometimes acrimonious race overshadowed by soaring political violence. In a watershed for a country with a long history of gender discrimination, two women have dominated the contest to lead the world's most populous Spanish-speaking country.
If you guys have any other questions for those of you watching, please drop us in the comments.
In sports, national kegger Sin Lee Jane continues to conquer the lanes in the US, claiming her third Professional Women's Bowling Association Tour title on Thursday. According to PWBA's website, Jane emerged victorious in the Greater Nashville Classic at the Smyrna Bowling Center in Tennessee, defeating Singapore's Cherry Tan 257-208 in the final. And finally, Youth and Sports Minister Hannah Yeoh launched the Sport Satellite account, an initiative by the ministry through the Sport Industry Secretariat with the cooperation of the Department of Statistics at KBS Tower in Putrajaya today. This launch marks Malaysia as the first ASEAN country to do so. She said the account is aimed at preparing an accounting system that utilizes 73 Malaysian standard industry codes to provide a more detailed and comprehensive economic picture outside of macroeconomic indicators. And that was the news edited by Mas Elizawati. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Thank you very much, Kevin Francis, for the news at 4 o'clock. And would you like to say hello to my guest, Dyitesh?
Hello, Dyitesh.
Hello, Kevin Francis. You have an amazing voice.
Oh, wow.
Just say thank you and move on.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is full of compliments, lah.
Because when I compliment Kevin, right, Dyitesh, he's like, "Ayo, no lah, where got lah, this lah, that lah." Last week, he wanted to hang my portrait outside his gate.
Hey.
Oh.
I said, why? Do I look like a beware of dog sign outside? Yeah, that's what I felt.
No, not hang your portrait, do a graffiti of you outside my gate. And now I got a better idea.
What?
With that, we're gonna sell some English muffins, man.
I don't understand this concept of yours, Kevin, but
It's a tourist attraction. People come and see the graffiti of Double D.
Where's
and
this
then they need
attraction?
something to eat, right? And I cannot recommend anything
Because
better
that image
than...
would make people hungry.
Yeah.
I've got a question. Since when SS2 in Petaling Jaya became a national heritage to become a tourist attraction?
You'll never know, man.
Just because you all sell durians. Anyway, listen, what's your question to Dyitesh?
No, seriously, I've got no question actually this time around, but I just want to say what a brilliant idea, Dyitesh.
Thank you so
because
much.
this English muffins, or can we call it burgers? It's English shape. No, cannot.
Whoa.
Okay. So
I
English
appreciate the
muffin.
reaction.
Okay. English muffin. It's like you can eat it anytime, right?
You could.
Yeah, Double D keep saying about breakfast. No, you can eat
Because-
it anytime. You can eat.
Bro, I went through this, okay? I call him at 3 o'clock, macha, shop close. Okay? I wanted to order, went online, Instagram. Sorry, sir, we are closed. I said, oh, what time you all finish? By last order, 12 o'clock. I'll be asleep, lah.
Yeah, like you have to pre-order.
No such thing.
You think on the spot, or he make from scratch, you know.
Yeah, and
It's
I've
not like-
served it during the nighttime before, and I didn't get any calls from you. But so
see?
the sun has been down, and the patties
You're
have been
supposed to be on my side.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know. This is established. You told me don't say this, don't say that. You're on my side.
Kevin, please Please follow him on his social. And,
I will.
Maybe one day you get to taste his
I will.
freshly made from scratch English muffin.
Hey, but just one quick question.
Tadi tak ada question.
What's the best accompaniment with this English muffin, Dyitesh?
The best accompaniment.
Like burgers usually got fries and all the stuff, right? But with your English muffin, right? What would you say is the best accompaniment?
I would say some deep fried, high quality company.
Okay. We cannot mention brands. Okay. All right.
Okay.
No, as in like companionship.
Companionship.
Yeah. Whoops. Yeah.
Oh, deep.
Or rather hash browns. I'm sure that's the obvious hash browns. I'll say hash browns. It's really difficult to make, and that's why I haven't made them yet.
Kevin?
We await the Dyitesh hash brown.
He said deep fried, okay?
Yeah.
Deep fried, you find someone else. You want something charred off the grill, you invite me, lah.
No.
Understand or not? Okay. Ciao, Kevin.
All right, have fun, guys.
Bye.
Thank you so
See you,
much.
Dyitesh.
See you.
See you. He just wasted all my time. No, I was kidding. That's Kevin Francis from our RTM Radio Newsroom. He's been reading the news yesterday, today, marathon. Back to you, my dear friend Dyitesh. As we don't have much time, and your operations, you said you would like to continue on to talk to us about it, right?
That's
right. So right now, how do you operate right now? Do you make this your main source of income? And how do you operate? Since you say you don't have a physical store, you don't have that one particular spot where anyone and everyone can go to and pick up your stuff anytime of the day. So how do you do this?
So basically, I just live a very modest life, and then I just do these pop-ups every now and then,
And how frequent is this now and then?
Off late, it has been different from last year. For example, last year I did one pretty much every month or every subsequent month, and this year has been much slower because I'm trying to actually pivot the business into doing something a bit more permanently. This pop-up thing is extremely tiring, and so having a permanent location where I have daily traffic and this food is more available to everybody is definitely what I need to do to further this business.
And do you still want to do this all on your own? Not have
that would definitely be ideal, I have to say, but I will definitely get a team behind me, as the business grows and as the demand for it also potentially might grow, and also the workload I will definitely wear out at some point. Whether or not I do, definitely having help will be great, and that way I can not sell out as early, create more things.
So yourself, how far have you seen yourself progress from the time you started?
So much, Double D. When they tell you starting your own business is a difficult thing, you cannot anticipate the type of challenges that this thing will craft for you so specifically to target your most inner whatevers. It's really hard.
So your daily routine does it start from the night before, your preparation, your whole prep thing?
Okay, so when I started and I had a permanent location, it would be non-stop. I would sleep a few hours a day. I would try to manage my baking schedule, and I would just show up early, do some prep, run service, and continue doing prep, go home, sleep a little while, come back and do the same thing, shop for groceries in between.
All this on your own?
Correct. And my mom would help me do some prep work in her house.
Okay.
Yes.
Where does the lovely sister come in all this? Nothing. And,
she has helped me every now and then. She has helped me
Okay.
shape some sausage patties before.
All right.
Yeah, she's also helped me out in the kitchen when I needed some staff and some
Right.
extra
So
hands.
it's a full-on family thing. And is there a reason behind this, or are you just afraid to reach out to people and hope? Worried or scared that something I might ruin a friendship with a friend?
Not necessarily. I have had friends who have helped me out before, and I pay them a salary, an hourly rate. Who helps me. Sometimes I don't pay my mom. Oops. But no, it's not specifically that. It's just that whenever I do need help, it's short term, extremely short term. Perhaps I need somebody for 1-2 days, and I'm not going to hire a stranger. I have extremely competent friends, thankfully, and so who are all willing to help me out as well. So that's usually the route I take.
Okay, Dyitesh, I've got some questions here on our TikTok Live. First up, I think I opened up a can of worms. Said, no, Didi is not going to swipe right on anything on that dating app. Okay, let's just drop that. SS2, when, bro? No. I'm not going to SS2. Will you be having a pop-up store in SS2? Are you there now?
No, actually. So I may potentially not be doing pop-ups for a little while.
Okay.
Because I will be in Kampong Atap, in Sam's Mansion. There's an establishment called Transparent KL. They're a cafe, and they have offered me their kitchen space. I've popped up with them before. So starting on the 3rd of June, actually, which is in a couple of days, I'm prepping just now, I'm prepping later, I'm prepping tomorrow.
Wow.
And yeah, I'm opening our next physical location in Sam Mansion, Kampong Atap, Transparent KL.
So when you say this physical location, is there a timeline? Is there like a duration at how long you will be at each spot?
No, so
Before you go
transparent starts on the 3rd of June, which is in a couple of days, and they only have one outlet, and they have a small kitchen space, so operate from there on a daily basis from 8 to 5. At least that's the agreement right now.
Really?
That's
so,
right, man.
Okay, so
Except, yeah.
so like because Binbu Pitbull Mastiff, that's the handle. What's the menu like? Sorry to mention it earlier. I think your menu, what you sell, is very limited because the menu is not very elaborate and to confuse your customers.
Well, that's not really the intention. I would definitely love to serve a lot of other things, but having this pop-up setup kind of limits what I can do in terms of cooking space and bring a deep fryer or not. When I did have the physical space, I would serve things like pancakes and sandwiches and a few other things. And I do plan to donuts, cinnamon buns, cookies, and I do plan to bring those things back again once I have a physical space and more room to prep. And yeah.
But when you don't have all these things, you're simple out of your house.
It would always be the English muffin and sausage at least. Maybe I would throw in a nugget if I can prep for another like billion hours.
So since we've only got about 3 more minutes left of the segment, Dyitesh, if one would like just to answer Bindu's question on TikTok menu, let's share your socials, man.
All right, you follow my
Is
business
it there?
on OMG I'm Beaming.
Okay, OMG on TikTok you can't see it, but you've seen it on Facebook and also YouTube. OMG I'm Beaming. So your next gig is going to be in Kampung Atap. Till when we don't
Transparent
know.
KL. Probably indefinitely. Hopefully,
Great, that's great. Congratulations, man. Because
Thank you.
your hardship, and of course, we got comments saying that it's not easy to run an F&B business and from scratch, and you are a one-man show, all on your own with the help of your mom and your family and friends. And what's your word of advice to people who are listening to this broadcast right now and probably have their ideas of your own and like, maybe, I don't know, should I not start something like this? What would your advice be to them?
Well, should you or should you not start that? You should cross that barrier first and decide that I do want to start something. And then from there, you don't need to necessarily wait until you acquire more experience. Like, I think I need to continue working in a cafe in order to start my own thing. You get hungry for knowledge for the things that you want to do, and you seek those knowledge out yourself. You can do it instantly. The information is there. You don't have to pretend as if you need to work 10 hours in order to learn how to cut an onion.
Hello.
So
have you seen me?
You
probably
come
take
into the
10
kitchen
hours.
with me for 10 minutes lah. I will teach you how to cut an onion. But do you want to know how to
Ladies
cut an onion?
and gentlemen, did you just like offer me a side gig?
To cut onions. You send me your schedule and your hourly
I
rate.
got the onions in Cheras and I
Okay.
send it over to your house.
If it's smooth and convenient and almost on the fly, of course, I'll add that in the menu. Onions cut by Double D.
I'm very excited. Okay, I'll go on.
Business, ja.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would say basically in a nutshell, I would say, just do it. The biggest teacher would be doing it and failing. There's no other best lesson that you could learn from just diving headfirst. Calculate your risk, of course, but just do it. You don't need that thing that you think you need in order to start. You just need to start and everything will fall in place.
Okay, so before I let you go, my last question. This is one thing which I don't know what time you tuned into Tracks today, because I started the show at 2.
Okay.
And I don't know from what time you started, since you were busy. Yeah,
I was
you.
driving, probably.
Yeah. That secret sauce of yours,
Oh.
is the recipe available anywhere? Is
The
it
recipe's not. I have some for you, though. Do you not have some food for you?
you brought some food
A little
for
bit.
us?
No, just you. That's why I kept it in the studio before I revealed
Okay,
it.
okay. Okay. You know what? Just keep it in the back.
Okay, yeah.
Because Kevin
It'll
Francis
make a lot of noise, too.
No.
Oh, Kevin Francis is in the building? Oh, no.
No, he's not. He's somewhere else now. He just saw it. Now he's probably going to want it.
Okay.
But Dyitesh, we want to thank you so much for making time for us
My
today
pleasure.
and giving us the honor and pleasure to have you on radio for the first time. It's your first time, and you'll forever remember this day that my first ever radio gig was with Double D here at TRAXXfm. And once again, for those of you watching this live, you want to reach out to him. His socials are there printed before, and for those of you on TikTok, it's OMG Beaming.
I'm beaming. OMG, I am beaming.
Okay, just spell it out. OMGIMBEAMING.
That's right.
Look him up on social and give him a follow. Show some love and support.
Thank you so
Dyitesh,
much, Double D.
thank you so much for coming in the studios. I want to say bye to anyone,
you, Anna.
everyone who's watching us. Anna. Oh, she said thank you, Anna.
Thank you.
Did you bring anything for Anna? No.
No, that's up to you now. Everything is for you, so it's up to you now. Yeah.
This is the problem. You put me in the fix. Right? Anyway, guys, for those of you watching, thank you so much. And this has been yet another edition of N34. And don't forget to join the Green Man tomorrow and also on Sunday for another session of N34. Okay.
Mm.
Siapa ni? Your sister just put a heart shape. Maggie's Kitchen says, hang on, let me just play a song. Oh, Maggie's Kitchen on TikTok. I did start from scratch, but now I'm having my restaurant, catering, and my own product too. Maggie's Kitchen.
Amazing.
Do you know this Maggie's Kitchen? Is this your
I'm afraid
friend?
to say no, but
She says, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
F&B is very tough. If it's your passion, then it's not a burden.
Persevere.
You got to put it, hardship, correct. Thank you. TRAXXfm, the best. Thanks, guys. Halina Kajamaidin from Langkawi FM. Guys, you know what? Have you ever done anything in Langkawi?
no.
No?
No.
Halina
Have I done
Kajamaidin
anything in
from Langkawi
Langkawi?
FM. You're watching this right now on TikTok, right? The man that you see across...
Have I been to Langkawi?
You know...
I'm not sure.
Wait, what?
Well, okay, different conversation, I guess.
Okay, go on with Halina first.
You've not been to
I'm not
Langkawi?
sure. I'm not sure. I don't think
Then
so. Maybe
this
as a little
give
boy.
Alina the reason to invite you to Langkawi and probably set up a little pop-up stall in our RTM in Langkawi and serve our friends. Alina, could you get this organized? She's watching this on TikTok right now. Yeah, since you've never been, give you a reason. See, like the first time here at RTM TRAXXfm, we give you a platform. Next, your first ever experience in Langkawi will be also given by Langkawi FM from RTM. How cool is that?
Great.
Great.
Yes.
So, you have to say bye and any final words, messages to our audience watching us live?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Maybe I hope you heard a little something that might help you. And for my friends and family watching, I love you guys. Thank you so much for helping me out. Mwah.
That's it, huh?
Oh, adorable.
So, do we have to play your sister's song on it, right?
Up to you lah.
Up to me. I play it all the time.
Okay.
She doesn't listen to it. I don't like once, twice record, post tag. Anyway, guys, for those who is this guy's sister, right? She's right there in the comments on TikTok. She goes the name of Danny Kumari. She's a... Never mind, I cannot say... Can I... Oh, man.
Fantastic.
Fantastic! Yes, out of this world. Malaysian celebrity, performer, artist. Indeed, she's just real. Lah. She is so humble down to earth. Just
So
like the
real.
brother sitting across me. We at Trax wish you all the best too, Dyitesh.
Thank you so much. Something in the
And,
genes.
I hope to come and catch you in this cafe because
Transparent KL, Kampung Atap, Sam's mentioned.
closes at 10 o'clock, right?
No, cha. Closes at 5. But we might do some late night operations.
Late night operation.
Yeah, something going down, something brewing.
That sounds like a name of a good song title right there for your sisters. Your sister,
Late operation.
my sister doesn't put anything else I'm going to play at Trax.
Ayo,
Right.
say it louder.
Abhisheka saying thank you so much. Don't forget tomorrow. Bye guys.
See y'all. Thank
And
you so
on
much.
TikTok, I gotta do this.
Don't.
Oh no.
Cancel.